Hey everybody, so today we are going to be installing the SR Performance strut tire brace on the Mustang. Now there'll be a video coming up tomorrow where I drove it prior to installing the strut tire brace through some curves. There were some pretty sharp curves, 2 or 3 90-degree curves, and we got on it a little bit through those curves. I mean, we didn't break the back end loose, that wasn't what it was about. We just wanted to see how good the suspension was on the car prior to installing this. If you break the back end loose, you pass the point of the suspension handling. So we didn't want to do that. We just wanted to see how it handled and then install this strut tire brace and see how it handled and see if it actually made a difference. So that video will be coming up tomorrow. Now I got pretty lucky on this. My buddy at work had a Roush Mustang. It was a 2014, but luckily for me, the 05 through 14s all use the exact same strut tire brace. Now this is not a Jack Roush strut tire brace, but he did put a decal on it that says Jack Roush. I like that decal since my car's a Roush as well. I'm going to leave that on there. It is a heat resistant decal. I do like that. This plate right here, I think it would be really cool if I could actually send this plate off and have this like laser cut or something where it actually has a hole through it that says Jack Roush. And I may look into that and see if I can find a company that can do that later on. But today, all we're going to be doing is just installing this, and I'll show you how easy it is. This should be a straightforward install. I'll show you step by step. I'll even tell you how tight to torque the bolts or nuts back. I mean, I have a tendency to over tighten stuff, so I always look up torque values. So I torque everything back down exactly the way it should be. I own several torque wrenches for that exact reason. So let me get the camera turned around, and I'll show you how easy it is to install this SR Performance strut tire brace. Okay, so right here's the 4 bolts you're going to be working with. You're going to be working with the 4 on this side and the exact same 4 on the opposite side. So I'm going to leave the camera set up right here because everything I'm doing on the side closest to the camera, I'm going to be doing on the side furthest away from the camera. Now this shouldn't affect anything other than just taking these loose and putting that on. It shouldn't affect your alignment or anything like that. So you shouldn't have to worry about getting it realigned after you install the strut tire brace. So let me show you just how easy this is to do. I do want to say these are 13 millimeter nuts, and that's pretty much all you need. It's a deep well 13 millimeter socket. Now I don't have the best impact gun, so we're going to see if this one has enough ass to take these loose. And it does. Now I do want to note, I do have this sitting on level ground. I'm not sure if that'd make a huge difference or not, but I do have it sitting on level ground. I also want to say that I did just get done driving this car. The engine is hot, so there's no need to even have to wait for the engine to cool down to do this. Now all I just have to do, if this thing fits right, and it should, is set it down like that right there. And everything looks like it pretty much lines up perfect. Now I do want to say that these do come with 8 washers. And when you set this on top, you just put the washer down over it, like so. Now they actually have silver marks where he put it down the first time. I'm actually going to turn these over and do them on the other side because I don't want the silver showing up by accident on mine, just in case the nuts don't line up the exact same way. I just don't want the silver showing. So I'm just going to turn them over to the back side. Also, this thing has a like a textured black finish. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it does have a textured black finish. I'll put some pictures after the video of it installed, and maybe you can see that. But I do really like that. I really like that finish a lot. And he's had this on his car for a while, and it shows 0 wear. And the one thing I did like about it was when he took it off, it did not scratch his strut towers right here, so he didn't have to worry about that at all. So we're just going to hand start these for now. We'll hand start the other side. so. And then I'm just going to bump them a little bit with the impact gun, and then we'll finish torquing them down with the torque wrench. So now we're just going to finish torquing these down to 26 foot-pounds. Now this is just a Cobalt torque wrench. I bought this at Lowe's. I have had this checked. On the low end, it is pretty much dead nuts accurate straight out of the box. On the high end, I think it was like 1 or 2 pounds off, but that's not much. So it does start at 20 foot-pounds. So you just pull this dial down. There's 21, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I may go up just to 7 just to make sure that it all does right. You heard it click right there. This is a clicker wrench. Go back to them again, make sure they click down. That side should be good. Now we'll do this side as well. We'll go back through them now just to make sure. And that should be complete. That should be the entire install right there. It does feel pretty solid. Okay, one last thing I forgot to mention. I did just get through with the drive. If you want to see if I can tell any difference in the handling, watch tomorrow's video, and that'll let you know if I did or not. That'll be, like I said, tomorrow. But one last thing I do like to do anytime I install something like this that doesn't have like lock washers or something, after I get done driving it or moving it or whatever, I do like to go back and just check to make sure nothing loosened up. That one moved just a little bit. That one did not. That one did. That one did not. Those were pretty good. One of them, 2 of them moved just a hair. Let's check these. That one moved pretty good. That one was tight. That was tight. I want to say the inside ones are moving a little bit. So we're going to check it again. We're tight now. Tight, tight, tight. So that should be good now. Anything that loosened up, you went back and double checked it. It should be good to go, and that's a finished project, and it's just that easy. And that's just how easy it is to install a strut tire brace pretty much on any vehicle. I've installed these on several cars. This one I got a good deal on because I found it used and it looked brand new. I don't know if I would have put a strut tire brace on it if I hadn't have found it like that. But since I got a good deal on it, why not do it? It really makes the car look better. Like I said, I'll put a picture at the end. But this is pretty much how you install any strut tire brace. You pretty much just take the bolts loose, you know, and throw it on, tighten them back down. I mean, that was quick, fast, and in a hurry. And pretty much anybody can do this as long as you have the correct tools to do it. Now, necessarily you don't need a torque wrench. That's just me. If I didn't have a torque wrench, I would have really tightened these things down like too tight. I don't know if that would have made a difference, but I didn't want to break anything or strip anything out. So there again, pretty easy to do. Anybody can do that. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll see if it actually made a difference. I appreciate you liking this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.